Hello, Kelsey Taylor here. Now, yesterday or last night, I set up a poll, my very first poll, because I was trying to upload something onto YouTube yesterday, but then the uploader froze all of a sudden. So hopefully this time it won't happen again, because this is like basically a fan request. I set up a poll asking you guys what should my next video would be, since Family Guy turns 25 this year. Something like that Seth MacFarlane created. Like, I picked like 3 things. I picked my Seth MacFarlane movie and TV show collection, or my review of Seth MacFarlane's Cavalcade of Cartoon Comedy on DVD, or the new TED Show on Peacock. Well, you picked the TED Show, and I'm going to be talking about just briefly my thoughts, because I just watched the show. It premiered on Peacock last month, and give my quick thoughts on the TED movies. It's not like, I felt like Seth MacFarlane's best work is like television stuff, not much like movie production. But from the TED films, I would say they're not laugh out funny, but there's some few funny moments in them. TED 1 and 2 definitely has some few funny moments in them, and but I don't look at them as my favorite comedies or anything. But watching the Peacock show, I think it's a little better. Same thing. Not laugh out funny, but I think, like I said, much better than the movies in my opinion. I had a lot more laughs. I thought it was more interesting. And basically, if you don't know the gist of TED, the first film is basically about a young boy in the 80s, who gets a teddy bear for Christmas, and he wishes he were real. And then the teddy bear comes to life, and then just pretty much he grows up with the teddy bear. Basically, the teddy bear stays with him throughout his life, like throughout childhood, teenhood, and adulthood. And yeah, it sounds like a very surreal concept, but and that's where the other movies is mostly about just Ted, voiced by Seth MacFarlane, of course, and his Peter Griffin voice, with his buddy John, played by Mark Wahlberg in the Ted movies. But in this show, it's only, I thought, more interesting than the adult life, in my opinion. More focused on the Johnny character as a teenager with Ted, the bear. Again, voiced by Seth MacFarlane, with the voice of Peter Griffin. So not much is different from that. But yeah, it's a very, very funny show. It's on Peacock. In case in case you're like wondering if you're interested in seeing it, like it's streaming anywhere, it's on Peacock. It's a Peacock exclusive, and there's only 7 episodes, and I watched all of them last night to prepare for this, just in case this one wins, because I was not a really big Ted fan in the first place, but after watching all these 7 episodes, I'd be interested if Seth MacFarlane does more of them. I'd like to see another season, maybe up until when the characters, I think, in college. I don't know if the character went to college. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But it'd be very, very interesting. I would like to see more. And in this show, it takes place in the I would say early to mid 90s, which is, I'm born around that time. So yeah, there was a lot of stuff that like there's some callbacks like from the 90s during that time, some references, and then there's some references from the other movies. Now, do you have to see the movies to get a gist of what the show is? Honestly, I mean, you don't have to. Like, you could probably watch the movies and not watch the show. This came out years later. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you could probably watch Ted and not get lost, or watch the TED show, the prequel show, and don't get lost with that either. So, yeah, there's like a few moments I'm probably gonna briefly tell you some things about it. Like the first episode where Ted goes to school with John because he was ordered to, because he's being such a dumb teddy bear, right? And he tries to get himself expelled and doesn't work out, and then that's where I believe this episode where he and John starts trying to do drugs, but then they they still do some marijuana stuff in it. And then there's one episode, going in order, like in the second episode, there's this a bully who always picks on them. And I don't know if I should get into all the details, because it might be some spoiler, but they not only they do some really ridiculous, but really few dickish moves with the bully. I'm not going to say what. So yeah, that one's a little bit of a dick move, but still The third one is with Johnny and Ted trying to watch a porno and things go wrong. And then the fourth episode, which is a Halloween episode. By the way, all the episodes were released on one day on January 11th, so it's not like now with Netflix where they release one episode a week of a certain show, and like cable TV and stuff. They release all those episodes all at once for one season. And again, I hope Seth MacFarlane makes more. The fourth episode is a Halloween episode. Episode 5, Johnny's mother becomes a teacher. Episode 6 is a Christmas episode. Episode 7 is when Johnny's trying to lose his virginity. And to be clear, this is not a kids show. I'm sure some parents probably would look at Ted with the talking teddy bear and think it's really a kids thing. It's really not. It's mostly R-rated. It's Seth MacFarlane's humor. It's like really silly and kind of a little bit adult. Like I said, it's got marijuana and drug mentions. It's got cursing and a lot of sexual actual scenes that I don't know how to describe it, but it's really R-rated, just like the movie. So if you're under the age of 17, do not watch this show, because it's very, very kind of, not like, I would say it's R-rated adult, not super, super adult, like there's no nudity or anything like that, like, and very uncensored. Like, I could imagine if Seth MacFarlane tried to put this on cable TV. It makes sense to put it on a streaming platform, because cable TV would censor the shit out of the show. You know what I'm saying? And the episodes wouldn't be as long. It would be probably like 22 minutes of an average sitcom length. You know, some of the episodes are like the first episode, I believe, was 50 minutes long. Some were 42 minutes. Some was like 22 minutes. Like I think I can't remember which one was the shortest, but it's a very, very fun show. And the actor who played Johnny, if you're familiar with the Ted movies, definitely got that character down. Like, you know, if they ever make like a Mark Wahlberg biopic movie, mainly focusing on his earlier life before he became an actor, before he became Marky Mark, with all the terrible stuff he'd gone through and the trouble he's gotten through as a teenager, they definitely would cast this guy, because he's got it down. Like, I really believe he's young Mark Wahlberg, and young Johnny, of course, and stuff like that. And yeah, and certain side characters that you don't see, like, you see briefly of the parents in the first film, right? They're kind of like not as memorable as wacky, I would say, like the parents from young Sheldon, like Sheldon's parents. He has a cousin who lives with them, which I don't think was even mentioned in the first film. But yeah, some shows could be hit or miss. Like, there's some, like, probably this takes place in 1993 and not 2024. So some of the references may be kind of like, one, I'm not going to say what it is, kind of foreshadows what would happen in the future. Is like, ooh, you know, like we all see that coming. And so yeah, definitely, like, if you grew up around in the early 90s, like, if you're way older than me, and you like, this definitely brings you right back, just with the talking stuffed teddy bear. And yeah, I actually dig this show. Like I said, it's nothing special, it's nothing amazing. It's not, like I said, it's not laugh out hilarious. Who knows, maybe there could be a lot of jokes and some scenes that you might find funnier than others, but I really dug this show. 7 episodes, like, you can literally watch all the episodes in one day. It's a quick watch. Like I said, the show is on Peacock. I would say, even if you're not a fan of the Ted movies, I would say watch the show, because it's much better. It's much better taking like, going back in the past, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm actually more interested in Seth MacFarlane's TV stuff than the movies at this point. Hope he does more. Hopefully, you know, we'll probably get, like, maybe one more season. Who knows? Maybe up until before the events of the first Ted movie. Maybe at that point they're going to have no choice but cast Mark Wahlberg. But yeah, really, yeah. I'm glad it's gotten. Like, I was surprised it got so much good reviews. So I'm actually one of the people who actually like this. You know, okay for streaming. I don't think I would own it on DVD if they were released on physical media, but it's definitely worth a watch. Definitely, like, if you're, like, into Seth MacFarlane stuff, I think you'll enjoy Ted the show. Like, want to skip the movies? Okay, watch the TV show instead. So that's my thoughts on the Ted TV show on Peacock. if you have seen it, let me know what you think of it. Do you like it over the movies, or do you like the movies better because they were funnier than the show? But, you know, like, it's nothing amazing, but it's watchable and it's a lot of fun, and I get a couple chuckles out of every once in a while with it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for participating in the poll. I wasn't expecting the results I've gotten, but it came pretty close. I was this close to do showing off my second Farm DVD collection, but at the same time, I wouldn't really have that much to say anyway. But this show, still fresh and new, I just want to jump on and talk about it while it's still fresh. And again, I like to see more. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Adios!